Hey fellas, I had a little idea. We're gonna throw it out there. Kind of come up with the concept. We'll see what our design guys can do if they can come up with something decent. I'm taking a little break from the hobby grade for a second to show you guys this. Now I cobbled this together in about 10 minutes with some packing tape and an empty cat litter box. Now I've got notches cut in it. Okay. Now here's the deal. Hello. When you open up your tank, especially all these tanks with the lift off tops, you got wires still connected and all that stuff, right? So here's the concept. I've already opened the tank, I lift it up, okay, and then I just set it right back down, maybe move it out a little bit, set it right back down. Now I take this, okay, and this just slides onto the tank. Like so, just slides on there. Now like I said, this is still just a concept, so we're still working on it. Then I take my top and I lift it up and I tilt it. I've got my wires disconnected for right now. I tilt it back like that. Okay, now I'm going to remove this so you can see, but you'd have to imagine that the wires are still connected. For me, all I really got is the trigger switch coming down. This would be enough. I'm soon to have another wire coming from here that'll plug in to a plug down here. This is going to be for the Gecko, for the turret rotation speed. But that'll basically be the only two wires that I've got coming down from the tank that need to be plugged in and unplugged, except for the 8-pin connector, which I'm thinking it might not be long enough. I might have to do the lift up and unplug before I go. But anyway, when you get done, what you've got there is just a stand, okay? It just holds the lid, the upper hull. So now it's up there. I don't have to worry about it because that's a real problem for me when I go to lift it up and I'm unplugging all them, especially the IR wires. Every darn time the tank hull wants to flip over and crash and make noise and break stuff. But now, like I said, I did that in 10 minutes with some packing tape and empty cat litter box. So I'm thinking some of our guys that are good at this stuff, like who's the guy that was doing the camera mounts on the Leopard? That was Paco, right? He's good at this. Maybe Kizwan, maybe Pete Revs one. You know, my first thought was Rex, fellas, but then I started thinking, you know, if you're a pro ball player, you don't ask the coach to go get you a towel. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's the concept. All I did was kind of make it so that it'll fit on there, and then when you saw what it'll do. So why don't you guys run with that and see what you can come up with? Maybe some kind of template that the rest of us could print out and use it to trace the patterns. I'm sure you might want to use different ones for different tanks. You might be able to come up with a generic one that works with a bunch of different tanks. I just cut it to fit the Tiger. So there you go, fellas. Let's see what you can do with it. See you next time.